Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on the famous FMNL. Before I get started, I would like to note to please check my IRP disclaimer. I'm pretty sure this one now has the record for most video charts done on it, but when you start doing the videos down here, when I first did right around the 60-cent area, and now it's up over $1.80, that would make sense. As long as the chart continues to trend upwards like it is, it's going to need updates. So here I am once again, and the chart just continues to chug upwards. If you've watched the videos before, then you've seen this right here, the landing page. And the key reason I point this out, and this is at marketbullreport.com, once more, marketbullreport.com. The reason I like to point this out is because it's got a lot of information on it, but also at the bottom where the disclaimer is, down in this area, if you look at it, you can see that there's a large marketing budget behind it, and lots of eyeballs are getting put on it. But there's a difference between just getting eyeballs on it and people actually liking what they see. And clearly by the chart, people are liking what they see. If they didn't like what they see, then this would not be, such a strong uptrending chart. So, that's why I like charts, because people can say one thing, but a lot of times what people say don't match up with the chart. But in this case, a big marketing budget, lots of people's eyes are getting on it, and they like what they see. And you say, well, how can you say they like what they see? And all I would do is point to the chart and point to this uptrend. So everything is firing on all cylinders, and I know I've said that before, but hey, when you got a chart that keeps putting in higher highs and higher lows, that's really all you can say. So let's get this thing updated. First thing to point out is just simply you can see that the price is now, basically pulled away from this key level, or this key resistance level. This is a 200-day simple moving average, and I remember talking about how if the price got above here, it could really start to move quickly. And although it's moved quicker before in the past, like you can see here, it's still moving relatively quickly, but that would be expected when you break above, such a key level of resistance, and then basically enter into the blue sky territory, which is where the price is right now. So this now becomes a key level of support. So who knows if the price would drop all the way down here to the $1.17 area, but if it does, this is the current key level of support for the chart. Another shorter term level of support is right here at this level. I'll make this green here real quick for support. And you can see that it was a previous high on this day right here at $1.34. And then on this pullback, you can see pulled right back to it. So a great example of a resistance turning into a support. Although this day didn't quite hit it, went down until 137, so pretty close again. So the 134 level is going to be another area of support. In terms of resistance levels, there were some profit takers up here at the high of the day, which was at $1.88. So wow, crazy to think, like I said, that I started doing videos here, and now I'm talking about $1.88 levels of resistance. So chart has come a long way, but that is the current level of resistance, and I'm just leaving it in the skinny line because once again, with the way this chart acts, if it continues to see this increase in volume, I don't see this putting up much of a fight at all. But technically, it is a resistance since it is the current, high of the day. But but that would be the only reason. So with another nice big day in volume, $1.88, I don't think stands a chance at all as acting as resistance again. And then finally, the other attribute that really kind of stuck out in my mind is usually when you see charts increase in price like this, you see volume go down. And the reason simply for that is not because of a loss of interest, it's just simply because the share price is getting more expensive. Obviously you can buy more shares at 80 cents than what you can at $1.60. But what's interesting here is as a price gets more expensive being defined as price per share, look at these volume bars still continue to increase. So not only is interest rising, but interest is rising in the face of an increasing share price. So that's pretty impressive. Perfect example being here. Sure, these big volume days aren't like these ones in terms of shares traded, but dollar volume wise, I'd wager to guess that these ones are probably right up at the same level, if not more. But just in the more micro time frame right here, share price increasing, but volume still continues to increase. So very impressive in terms of, like I said, just the pure interest, even though, price is getting more and more per share. So that just is kind of a testament to, the attractiveness that people are seeing in this. So, once again, good looking chart. And as long as it keeps putting in these higher highs and higher lows, I'm sure I'll be back again. But if there are any other questions on it, please let me know. One more time, FMNL. Thanks for listening.